My name is John Drennen, and I'm the sales manager here at Fairway. I've been in the industry since 1998, and I've been with Fairway since 2018. What inspired me to be a loan officer was the fact that I worked at Fidelity Investments in college, and I had a badge number. I was A206313. Yes, we're talking 30 years ago, and I still remember this. And I decided I didn't want to be a badge number. I wanted to help individuals, and so I felt that doing mortgages, talking about people's finances, helping them overcome their obstacles, maybe improve their credit, and be able to purchase that dream home. That started in 1998, and I've loved it ever since. I would say the most rewarding part of my job is the fact that I have a lot of flexibility. Yes, I'm a guy who works 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., and I have been doing this for 26 years, but I get to spend time with my wife and my children. I've never missed a dance event. I've never missed a baseball tournament, and we've been able to take vacations because I can work remotely and still be available to talk to clients. So just having the flexibility to spend time with my family while enjoying helping individuals has been truly the most rewarding feature and factor of my complete career over 26 years. A lot of people ask me, John, how are you so on point with the changes that are happening in the real estate world and the mortgage world? And I'll tell everybody, guess what? I'm not a genius. I actually subscribe to a lot of different social media forums, website forums, and different platforms that you have to have a national and federal lending license. And I do that, and it's an investment I have in myself and my business to make sure that I'm on point and I'm able to provide the information up to date to each and every one of my partners and also clients. As I said before, I've been doing this for 26 years, so I've had a lot of wahoo, great moments, including helping individuals who, I had a lady in New York who, when the realtor and I met with her, she said, I can't buy a house, and we said, why? And she said, because guess what? People like me don't buy houses. And we said, what does that mean? She goes, we rent in New York. We lived in New York City. Nobody buys a house, so I'm not that rich. And we actually helped her buy. And then I want to talk about another client who actually still texts me all the time, thanks me very much. It was during the foreclosure session. It was a renovation loan. 2 big banks denied him. The third bank said he could qualify for approximately $50,000, and we were able to help him get a $120,000 traditional loan that converted to a rehab loan, and we got him about another $50,000. And so we did a $170,000 renovation loan. And the great thing about it, after they went through everything with the inspection and the appraisal, they realized that the square footage with the county was off by 800 square foot. So instead of him buying a 1,600 square foot home for his family, he was able to buy a 2,400 square foot house. And literally, every year, probably in the last 10 years, he sends me a text, and he texts me not on the anniversary date of when he bought the house, because that was many years ago. He texts me on the anniversary date of when he paid it in full. So those are just the rewarding moments that we get. And of course, we help people all over the United States, and I love helping people, but those are just 2 little examples where people said, nobody will help me, John, and I was able to help them. A lot of people ask me, John, do you ever stop working? No, I never stop working. But with that being said, I love spending time with my wife and my children. We like to travel, take small trips here or there. We're a baseball family, so we love to go around the United States, watch the Cleveland Indians. Yes, I still call them the Cleveland Indians, but they are the Cleveland Guardians nowadays. My daughter dances. My son's into baseball and also go-karting. We like to just take trips and spend time together, from a cruise to the beaches and whatever it may be, but spending time with my family is the most important thing that I enjoy to do outside of work. A lot of people ask me what makes me different than maybe another loan officer, and there's a lot of different reasons. Number one, I am federally licensed. Now, I'm federally licensed on the NMLS, and I'm licensed in 18 states. There are loan officers that work at banks, and they're just registered. The other thing is, you know what, I've been told, and I love the compliment, John's the walking encyclopedia. I'm all about understanding the guidelines, having the answers. If I don't have the answers, getting the answers. I would rather tell you, no, don't go shopping. Let's go ahead and figure this out versus, oh my gosh, I'm scared to lose the deal, and go ahead and go out there, and all of a sudden, 3 days before closing, we realize there's a problem. You can ask my realtor partners, you can ask my clients. I am at 100% pull-through ratio. If I've done my due diligence and I know the deal can happen, the deal closes. Now, sometimes we know we have a unique situation and it's going to be a little bit of a crapshoot. And what do? We don't even go shopping first. We get a full underwritten approval before we go shopping, and that mitigates the risk and everything. But if I tell you a loan can get closed, I know the guidelines, I've contacted the underwriter, and we close the loan on time, or we close early, to be honest. So that's what makes me different than my competition. As the sales manager here at Fairway, a lot of people ask me, what do you tell the newbies? Well, the first thing I'm going to tell everybody is, number one, wake up early in the morning, show up to work, be the first one here, be the last one out. Why? Because guess what? You need to learn and absorb from all these wonderful loan officers we have here. You know, if I combine them, I'm talking, we probably have 200 years worth of experience. The next thing is, hone your craft. Know the guidelines, okay? You're not out there just selling a widget where you say, look, I'm a great salesman, but I'm not gonna tell you about the widget. You think it's a nice, shiny object. No, we're talking about people's finances. For 99% of all Americans, the largest purchase they will ever make is a home. So guess what? Hone your craft. Know who you need to rely on. Know the guidelines. Know where to go to get answers. And don't be afraid to say, I'm sorry, sir, I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't have that answer, but I can get you that answer. Because guess what? If you say what the answer is and it's wrong, number one, you're gonna lose the transaction. Number two, you're gonna lose the realtor. And sadly enough, they're gonna say that you actually lied. And these are maybe not necessarily true, but if you don't have the answer, 100% get the answer and pause the transaction versus getting them out there shopping when you don't have all your ducks in a row. I also have a lot of agents that come to my classes, and a lot of the agents are 2 years in the business, 5 years in the business, and of course I do a lot of classes where there's 30-year veterans. But a lot of people ask me, John, how can I get better? Well, the first thing is build a team. Build a team that you can know and trust. Build a team that's gonna be there to support you. That's gonna be your marketing reps. That's gonna be your home inspectors, your home warranty companies, of course your lender. Your lender's gotta be transparent. If you don't have all the answers to the questions before your client's going out there shopping, you gotta ask yourself why. Now, you don't need to know the client's date of birth. You don't need to know the client's social security number, and you don't need to know the client's credit score. These are all gonna be proprietary and they're gonna be private information. But if you don't have an ideology of exactly what loan program you're using, what the down payment is, does the closing cost need to be credited by the seller, does the buyer have extra funds to pay over their appraised value, what is the actual payment? This is the biggest thing. People go out there and say, John, what is the max purchase price? There's no such thing as a max purchase price, because guess what? The mortgage industry is all about monthly payment. So we need to understand price, down payment, rate creates a payment, and that's gonna tell you. So if you're not working with a lender that gives you a real solid payment range and gives you then a very, I'm gonna say solid also, but a very flexible price range, because you don't know what the taxes, insurance, and or HOA, you need to work with these people that are gonna give you the tools to be successful, and you need to have a team that's gonna have your back, gonna be available 7 days a week, because guess what? Real estate, mortgages, title, home inspection, appraisers, we all work 7 days a week. So if you don't have the right people on your team, you'll never be successful. And sadly, sometimes you gotta go through them, and it's tough to say, hey, Sue, hey, Steve, hey, Tim, you're no longer a good model match and a good fit, but guess what? You come to me. I love working with the new agents and really honing their skills and maximizing what makes them wonderful, minimizing some of their deficiencies, and just be an integral part of their success. Here's a little diamond in the rough that a lot of people don't talk about. Everybody knows about Golden Steer and all the wonderful restaurants in the casinos and the hotels, and they're awesome. And I've been very fortunate to, through just hard work and maybe a good month, take my wife and family to a nice steak dinner. But I'll tell you what, you know where a little bit of a secret little gem is? Circus Circus. I know it's crazy, but the steakhouse at Circus Circus, I'm telling you, when I met my wife, it was a place that her family went to on Christmas Eve. I had been there a couple times. And so for like the first 5-6 years of our marriage, we used to always go there. And actually, ironically, for Christmas Eve 2023, we took our family back there. The steakhouse at Circus Circus is a little bit of a gem. You get, you order your food and it comes with your sides and your salad, versus every restaurant, everything's a la carte. So if you can make it over to Circus Circus, I know it might not be a place where you may want to stay. Nothing wrong with Circus Circus, but I'll tell you what, if you can make it over there, that is a hidden gem when it comes to a wonderful steakhouse, and a lot of people don't talk about that, so that's one of my favorites. I get asked all the time from realtors and loan officers, why the Moore Wilson branch, and why should I either do business with you or why should I work with you? So let's start with realtors. Well, first and foremost, where do you take your clients to get a cup of coffee? If you're taking them to Starbucks or Dutch Brothers, guess what? That costs money, and those environments are gonna be probably loud, not as comfortable. So come to our coffee cafe Monday through Friday. How do you deliver the keys when somebody buys a house? We have a red carpet key delivery kit. We have the red carpet, we have all the bells and whistles, and guess what? We got big scissors. You give those scissors to a 10-year-old, he or she cuts that ribbon, it's gonna change their life. Mom and dad's gonna remember that. And guess what? You shoot a video, you send it to them every year on their home anniversary, they're always gonna remember who you are. And then we have our training facility. Our training facility holds between 25 and 40, depending on how we set it up. We do a lot of non-CE, a lot of CE, a lot of lunch and learns, a lot of home buyer education courses, or you can just bring your team. If you're a realtor, bring your team in here for free. We'll sponsor you. We'll bring some lunch. We'll bring some breakfast. So once again, we're not here to do business. We're here to become your partner, become your friend, and then we're going to do business afterwards. And then last but not least, when it comes to the amenities, where am I at right now? I'm sitting in our Fairway studio. If you're not doing videos on your own, you're missing the boat. If you're doing videos on your own, out and about, that's awesome. But where's your professional videos also? Where are the videos where you can add everything behind you with the green screen? This is such a unique thing. We have top-notch technology, and our video manager. He is beyond the best I've ever seen. And then from loan officers, same kind of concept. How can you bring realtors in? How can you help grow your business by help growing their business? We have over 200 years of experience in this office. We have amazing processing. Fairway Mortgage is owned by one individual, and 49% of it is owned by employee stock options. And so, I mean, this is the place to be. It's a great company. Somebody's gonna say, well, you don't have all the products. Well, nobody does. We're gonna have a boatload of products. We have in-house products. We have correspondent products. We have outside products that we can do, unique products that nobody else can. We have our product selection is tremendous compared to the big banks. And guess what? Everything is handled in-house. We rarely have to ship anything out. And no disrespect to brokers, but they have to ship everything out. So it's just a great place to work. It's a great place to do business with if you're a realtor. The Moore Wilson branch, I've been with them for over 14 years now, and I can't even see myself going anywhere else.